All right, what's going on, man? It's hot. We hot. What's going on, man?
Am I gonna be able to see myself in the?
Oh, so what's up with you? You know, my homeboy, night. Y'all want to see ourselves and shit. We got
Yeah,
shit.
who? Why you just
Well, I'm
want?
gonna have to reach it because I'm just doing it for recording purposes. Because I need that screen to. You see how it's in the back? Well, this is in the background now. You see how that look is in the background,
No, I don't see how it look because I'm looking at that.
right? So if you look right there, so they see what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying, like
Whatever.
behind the scene thing.
I want to see what you seeing too. Cause
All
I'm
right,
sitting up here
but I'm gonna have to.
staring at the screen like a weirdo, and all it say is your logo up there.
I'm gonna have to move,
Look,
but I'm gonna have to move it if we want to look up something. I'm gonna have to move it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
what
gonna
we
have to
gonna
move it
look
over
up?
and shit. I don't know because sometimes when you get to talking and shit, like
What
you
you want to
just
look up some fun
it's
facts?
just hey, sometimes that happens. You know what I mean? Like
Did
you
you know
gotta Google
whales
this,
don't
Google
shed
that.
teeth? They
Hey,
born with the same teeth they die with.
well, I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
just
When
joking.
I, listen,
I
I, say,
don't know.
I look that shit up and I'll be
That ain't
like,
a
oh,
fact.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I had to look it up. I fact check it. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming back.
Hey man,
Wait, yo,
look, thank
how do you do? Oh, go ahead. What
Would
was
you,
it?
hey, aren't it's customary to be like, "Oh, thanks for having me. You know, it's my pleasure. You know, it's a great honor to be here with you today."
Nah, fuck all that shit. We not doing over. Yo, I know. I mean, I know it's Columbus or whatever. Like, you make these trips like it's cool, like it's Akron and shit. Like, you don't care about driving, or
No, I care. I definitely care.
I mean,
But
I know you be having to make wiggle room. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You
no,
got a
I mean
business
it's
and stuff like that,
just I mean it ain't too far. I feel like anything less than 4 hours is doable in a day. Honestly, like I mean from here, just think about it. 4 hours from here, you in Canada. What?
yeah.
I mean 6 for me, but you know 4 you in Canada. Like that's nothing though. Like and you gotta realize though, like back in the day, man, we used to hit a 9 hour, 10 hour trip
Right. Yeah.
2 ways, like in
Yeah,
a weekend.
yeah. And
So
yeah, when we went down to Myrtle Beach or whatever, I didn't drive down. I didn't drive down, but she drove down by herself, and I flew down that particular time, due to whatever reasons that we had it.
mhm.
But on the way back, that shit fucking kicked nuts. And then luckily that she is a driver and shit, but it's good. But she was very very upset with me about that shit. But I told her like driving through Virginia, West Virginia, the mountains and the fog and everything. Like I'm like that shit ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? That's Myrtle Beach. Like we ain't even talking just going to Jacksonville or whatever like that. Like that's Myrtle Beach. So that's even a couple more hours and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't mind driving though. Like I don't mind it. I don't love it though. Like I definitely will say I don't love driving. You know, but if I have to drive or if I have to be somewhere, I mean I have to be somewhere. So and you know, just this particular time, I wanted to come to Cleveland. For
Right.
one, I wanted to go see my grandmother. I haven't seen her in a while, so came
Yeah.
down. So I'm just like, hey,
Nah, me, I don't want to drive no more, dude. Like that, especially driving by myself or whatever. Like throughout those that even though that 4 years doing the back and forth or this driving period when I was with the individual I was with at the time and she couldn't drive and shit like that. So I'm doing these full 12 to 15s or 9s that now whatever the fuck you doing and shit. I'm basically a fucking personal chauffeur and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so I've been mean drive this driving period now, man. I'm not if it's like shit, I don't when I go to my sister's house or whatever and shit. Like half the time, I mean, I ain't say I don't want to come because of y'all, but I was like, fuck, I don't want to go over
no, I
there. I'm
mean
like, man,
I
I don't
get
want to
it.
take that trip to Richfield.
No,
You know what I'm
I get
saying?
it though. Like I mean, cause I mean I like doing it. Definitely with me, the kids, or whoever. Like you know, just make it fun though. Like we crack jokes, we sing songs, we play games, all types of stuff. But
Mm,
me and Jamal, like I can just vibe out while he's sitting in the back on his iPad watching movies or whatever the case is though. Like and occasionally we'll have conversations or whatever, but you know like it's only what an hour 45.
yeah.
That ain't nothing.
I don't know. For some reason, I be thinking. I mean, like some reason, I always think that Columbus it seems so far. I mean, well, it ain't like it's Cincinnati, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like about. So I mean, like Columbus, you know, what I'm saying? That's the middle of the map. So it ain't.
I
Yeah,
mean
you know what I'm saying? It ain't.
it
Especially if it's not no rush hour or
yeah.
like say traffic stuff or whatever. So, cause we rode down there, but I guess I'm spoiled more or less now because like she don't mind driving and shit. Like we went to the Kevin Hart joint when it was in Cincinnati and shit, and she drove. I mean, she drove the whole Kickaboodle home and shit. Like, cause I ain't no night driver. I'm definitely not that. Like that night driving shit or whatever. And you know, we had issues with the hotels and stuff like that. So, and she wasn't feeling that sleeping because we slept like in the McDonald's joint. This is when she had the when she had the Santa Fe and shit. So like no tent, so no shit like that. Just open thing like me. And I go sleep anywhere. And but she wasn't digging that. And it was, I think it was summertime. Oh yeah, it was summertime too because it was, so it's hot on and off. Yeah, it's hot on and off. So we cutting the car on, cutting the car off.
That's
Whatever,
what I was
whatever
gonna
and
say
shit,
too. In the summertime, it's worse, man.
Yeah.
Like because it's like okay, it seemed like you seem like you're losing daylight. You want to be at your destination immediately, so you can just be like, all right, cool. You know, you can do whatever it is you need to do, hang out. Whether I mean, cause me, I just visit. So every time I come here, I visit people. It's very rare that you know, I've had to pretty much travel anywhere for work. So
Right.
I come down here to see, you know, a select individuals. You know, I'm not gonna name any names, but you know, I come see select people though.
Right.
So you know, like, hey, I enjoy that because you know, I enjoy that company. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal though. Like, I mean, and my kids though, like, hey, they be like, hey, I want to go here. I'm like, okay, they need to come here, so that would be an excuse for me to come. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go, let's hop in the car. I mean, it's not even it ain't even a quarter tank trip, so I can have tank. I'm here and back, so I'm good.
How that petrol treating you with the with the 150 right now? How are you have you filled up or whatever? Or I mean, well, obviously you filled up, but
I filled
how
up
you
3 times already. So,
how you digging it? I mean, or is it different from like when you had the not your like the car, but like because
the Explorer.
you had the Explorer or whatever before. So is it the
It is.
economy is still good?
Yeah, it's roughly the same, but I mean, I just got a bigger gas tank now.
Right.
I can't really say it's better because I've been purposely driving places just because I got a new truck. So,
Right.
you know, I'm just like, as before, I'd be like, I don't want to go here. I'll put it off. But now I'm just like, oh, you need to go here? Let's go. Oh, you need to go here? All right, let's do it. So, you know, I'm making extra trips that I normally wouldn't make. So, you know.
I filled up today this morning, and I was at basically like at E. I filled up this morning, $37, and it topped me off. Oh, it full tank. But we use this excuse me, like get and go advantage thing or whatever. So
Okay,
you get
yeah.
like these cents off, that cents off or whatever and shit.
Yeah,
so,
we got the same
So it
thing,
was
too.
like 220. It was 224 with advantage pay, but that's before your whole breakdown shit. So I did 184 a gallon a day. So I did
dope.
184 a gallon. And I filled it up, so it was like I did like 19, 20 gallons or whatever.
Oh, that's
So that was a full tank for $37.
okay. Yeah, cause I filled up on the way here. I think when I filled up, I had like maybe 80 gallons to empty. And it was only $46 to fill it all the way up. Like
80 miles to empty or 80? You said 80 gallons to empty. That's a lot.
No, yeah, you're right.
80
80
miles?
miles.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate that because I definitely didn't realize
I'm about to say, my nigga, you driving a 5-ton, what nigga,
yeah,
7-ton?
gallons over here. You know how we doing it.
I was like 80 gallons. Fuck,
No, but
man.
yeah, I was 80 miles to empty. And it was like $46 to fill it up. I mean, fill it up to the point
That's
where
good,
you
too.
know it stopped. You
You
keep clicking,
keep
and then
to
it
make
won't
an
go.
even number.
No
Yeah.
more will go in.
Yeah.
So
That's what I did today. $37 did
Yeah.
because I was really good at 33, and then like at 35 I was good, so I was able to pump. I was trying to make it like a little bit even. I was trying to make it even when I do the gas.
no,
thing or
I
whatever,
just
so.
just keep squeezing until like it's
Pull
just
it-
like
pull it out a
ain't nothing
little
else
bit.
going in
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah, it start coming out a little. I'm like, nah, I don't want to ruin my paint or nothing. So yeah, no, but that's. I mean, I like it just simply because just the difference. I like the different modes, the drive modes. So like you got the eco, you know, which gonna save you the most gas. Then you got normal, which is self-explanatory.
Yeah, it did.
Then you have like snow and rain. Then you got tow. Then you got sport.
See, I mean, mine's do. I see eco like it shows that on my dash.
Mm-hmm.
It shows it on the dash, but I think that it do it itself. 'Cause I don't have like no button that I can push or whatever. I mean, probably yours is a little bit different because yours newer. Your model is newer, and plus it's a different, you know, what I'm saying, a different model all the way around from Ram to Ford or whatever. But like it'll say eco or it'll say like eco. So I guess I'm assuming that's economy.
Yeah.
I believe. Um, but like no, as far as like you saying rain, sleet, or shit like that, nah, I ain't got. I got 4-wheel drive, but you know what I mean. Like, but I gotta manually do that. I don't got.
Yeah,
I don't have the automatic where you know some vehicles it'll do it on its own, like and go from there.
yeah. Mine's is
Transfer,
I have
but
I have to put mine in
yeah, put it in
forward drive
neutral,
too though.
whatever.
But I mean, it's
Put
no.
it in there.
I haven't even done it yet since I had it. But so when you stop at a light, do your car cut off?
No.
Yeah, because I mean, when
And,
I
and
put
mine's a 17. Mine's a 17.
no, because when I put
know
mine
yours.
in eco, that's what if I stop at a stop sign or a light, it'll cut off, and then the moment I take my foot off the brake, it'll cut back on.
Hey, you have a key fob too, but you got different. You got like a different. But you got the newer. You have a newer model. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean I know vehicles that done that, not mines, but I know vehicles that have done that. But with yours, you have that. But even with you, like you have a key fob that don't have automatic start, but your phone, you're able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're able to do it from there.
That's one thing though. I'm just like, how can I remote start my car from my phone,
Yo,
but I don't got it on the
you don't
key
have
though?
it,
I'm just
right.
like, I think I'm gonna have to shoot them a message about that. Like, wait a minute, I got remote start, but not on my key. That don't make sense to me.
Because
But, hey,
we had to pay for. I mean, we had to pay for that for her vehicle or whatnot.
I do want to get the see if I can get the push start in there though. That's the only thing I don't have. I'm so used to it. Every time I get in a, because I'm used to always keeping my key in my fifth pocket, never taking it out.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because
so,
Explorer, you know, I can just walk up, touch the
Yeah, it's
handle,
co- yeah,
open
yeah.
up, then I can just, as long as I got the key on me, push start. But now gotta flip the key out like, and I don't know where to put the key in,
Oh,
so
no,
I'm
it'd be-
leaning over like.
Yeah, I do that a lot. And then the biggest thing that I had to get used to when I got my truck, the fucking knob, because the knob, the turn
drive
knob,
and all.
and then it's right next to like your heat or air or whatever and shit. So luckily that they have
in reverse trying
no,
to turn the
well,
heat
that's
up.
what I'm saying. Luckily, they have a mechanism where when you do it, it ain't like it's gonna fucking. It ain't like if you was like old school with the handle joint that if you throw that bitch back, it'll fucking do that. But so I mean, with this at least. It say like you're driving too slow or you're driving too fast for you to
so it won't let
go.
you
It won't let
engage
you
nothing.
engage
Okay.
that. Yeah. So they do have a. I think
Luckily,
they thought about that. Yeah,
that
because
is pretty.
I did that shit a
That
couple
was pretty
times when I
smart on
first
their
got it.
behalf, though.
Yeah, I did that shit a couple times. But
Yeah, because my thing, I gotta get used to the shifter on the steering column because I had it in the center console. Like,
oh, so I do that when if I drive her. Yeah, if I
Yeah.
if I drive her truck, that's what like I go into your regular like. But then it's like, oh fuck, I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
because I'm so used to like when had the Explorer, I'm used to driving and have my hand on the shifter while I'm driving. But now I'm like, I gotta find somewhere comfortable to put. I'll be putting it in a cup holder, all types of stuff.
Yeah,
Don't
like-
know what to do with it. Like, just put it here.
Yeah,
man. Just
the middle console.
Yeah.
I do like the middle. Like I just hold the middle console with the little button thing to open and close it. Sometimes I do that with my right hand or whatever.
Oh,
but-
and with this truck though, like every day is something different. I'm figuring out though. Like I didn't even know I had a little step ladder though. Like with the little pole, like that come out and you had a
Oh, in the
little
back?
rail. I'm like, oh, I got a step ladder. I just found that out this morning. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So I got that. I mean, I probably would never use it because I feel like that's just lazy to me. Now, like say, you know, my wife or, you know, one of the kids, because they might not be able to just jump up there. Because, I mean, I'm like 6'10". No, I'm just playing. No, like, just being 6'4", whatever, like, I could just jump right up there. So,
Well, yeah, we was talking about it when you first showed me the joint the other day. Like I was saying, was you gonna get the running boards? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
getting the running boards and shit. That's the first thing. That's the first thing I really that was the first thing that it was gonna be viable for me to have, and she'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, go ahead, because if she gonna be driving it, or if the youngins or whoever getting in and getting out, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
make it easier.
it's safe, it's safe, it's safely, and you know what I mean, like instead of trying to climb in that bitch, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, like so,
That's what I'm.
but
I actually been looking at those now. I just gotta find some ones that I like though.
you
You
know,
know,
it's different one. I mean, those like that was like one of the that was one of the basic ones that I that I did.
yeah, because I'm
Um,
not to cut you off, but I am. I want the automatic ones that
I,
come down when you open up the door, but
I did
I'm
too,
not
but
trying to spend that
yeah,
type of
yeah,
bread
exactly.
on this.
I said
Though.
yeah, I
But
did too, but I'm like,
my wife would be thoroughly upset.
she wasn't even, because that's more that's electronic, that's electronical. So now you gotta go through electronics and all that
Yeah,
shit.
it's gonna cost. They're at
But
least 1,000.
oh yeah, easy. So I mean,
Yeah, see, some like I
see, that's
wanted.
a flat one. Like I just like the way that mine is, because it's just
Yeah,
I'm going for like a white boy feel. You know what
okay.
I'm saying, like
Well, see, the
the
first
country
ones
white boy
the
feel.
first ones you put you clicked on, man, those look like just like they stuck popsicle sticks on the side. Like, oh, I don't think those look appealing to me. Like, I want them more like at an angle.
I mean,
Like,
just
I don't know. It's hard to explain it though, but
I think that
yeah. Oh, those are automatic joints.
I believe so. Oh yeah, if it's fucking goddamn yes,
Yes.
it's from 1,000 to 1,700. So yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Those clip up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, like,
like
yeah.
when
So
you
those probably when you open the door or whatever, or opening the door, or
when you close the
closing the
door,
door,
it go
yeah,
back up.
it'll pop
Yeah.
back up and shit. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's a lot, because I just researched a lot of this shits. When I first got the truck or whatever, I got like a folder that
Bruh.
does it or whatever and stuff. So I
If
just
you
been
look at
looking
my
at
search
all kind of
history
shit.
on YouTube, brother, you see all types of 2020 F-150
Oh,
mods.
hey, trust me, I've been watching
Look,
that. The rim, from the rims to everything, rims.
yeah, that's the only thing.
I was trying to sell her. She like, well, what if it go down? Talking about the Tesla fucking
Oh, the screen.
the screen thing.
Yeah,
That, yeah, I was trying to pitch that, pitch it, but she ain't. She ain't trying to really
I
hear
mean,
that
but
shit.
maybe not the Tesla one because I ain't too familiar with those. But they do got one that's like I think it's like a Phoenix 12.1, and then they got a I don't know what it's called. It start with an L though. A Lynxwell. Those are pretty sweet, and they're I think they have like they got some type of crazy warranty with it too, so it lasts a long time, and they're like
I mean, I
12 inches.
well, I mean the reason why
Yo, this killing me over here.
the reason why, I mean, like I try to, because of electronics, like, because I'm an electronic guy, so I mean I would get benefit out, and I be in my vehicle a lot, you know what I'm saying, so but I try to pitch to her, and she right here with us, so I'm trying to pitch it.
Shonda, I approve this
You know what I'm
message.
saying? Like, but I went to that website that you
She
sent me,
ignores both of
and I
us.
tried to, right, yeah, she like bullshit. Like,
Right.
look, listen now. Like,
What's that saying?
if you can hear.
hunt,
If
you
you
can
hung, you hear. Oh, I say it all the time. I said to JoJo, if you hung, you can hear. That's what I was.
Nah, but I'll give you that.
All right.
Not always,
Right. Well,
but 90% of the time.
or the other one is the when they say who, and then like we owl or
That
some shit
owl.
like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, those my like I look those up for maybe like a month. How to install? Like I know how to install them without even looking at instructions or anything. That's how much I looked them up though before I even got a truck. Like, but now like I got a I think I got like an 8.9 inch screen in there, so I'm just like I'm cool. That could stay in here. I could spend this. Cause I think it's like $700. So I'm like, I can spend this $700 on something else.
Oh yeah, it's like 700. But I don't. But honestly, I mean, it's no. I mean, I don't care either way. But because I don't even use. Like I said, I use my ear. Shit, I use my fucking earbuds or headphones when
See,
when
I don't
I'm
even
when I'm
use
in
it
the truck.
for. I don't even use it for music.
But if I had that, I would use it. I would use, because because that's doing that's doing everything. I mean, like it's your temperature controls, your
Right.
all that shit. So I mean, like, I
You would
know
have to
if I
use it.
had it, I would use it, and I
Yeah.
know I would use it. I would get it. It's no different from a phone. Like I feel people don't even need the phones that we have, $1,000 phones or whatever. And a lot of people don't even use it. They just use it because it's cute, or they want to get a fucking
Well,
a case or whatever. Like,
let me just be the first person to say my phone is not cute.
well, I understand.
Just
I'm talking
FYI.
about. Well,
But I mean, I think it's just it all comes down to you like what you like.
yeah.
Like, I mean, you're an electronic guy, so obviously you would want like a lot of electronics in your vehicle or wherever. Like you got this whole setup right here. Like, look.
Right.
Because you like electronics. Like, I like gadgets. I
Right.
got useless gadgets at the house. Like, matter of fact, I got a drone. I've only flown maybe 4 times.
Hey, yo, I was just, it's crazy. I was just talking about that. I said I want to get one. I'm
Yo,
like,
matter of fact, just
like, I wanna
next
get
time
one.
I come down here, I'm going to bring it down here.
is it a DJI?
Man, I don't know what that is.
Oh, all right. See, I see. I
DJI?
look at DJI. That's the brand. That's the brand.
Is
It's the more. It's
is
more
it
expensive.
DJI?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, DJI. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah, I
DJI.
know what you're talking about.
DJI, my bad.
Okay, yeah. No, it definitely ain't one of them.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
them-
was like a band easy. Or like
the
that's
small
like,
joints.
Yeah,
is
the small.
no, yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, it definitely ain't one of those. But I mean, I could bring it down here. I don't use it. So go ahead. You can fly it around. They got a camera, everything on there. So
Oh no, let me know. Bring that bad
yo,
boy.
I will.
Bring that bad boy up.
It'll be.
I'll take it for a
The
spin.
next time I'm
Probably
gonna
some
let
coyotes or something. You know what I'm saying?
you. The
We
who?
got some. I probably could find some coyotes because we got them coyotes up here. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
whatever you want to do with it, bro. I don't use it. I crashed it, and I'm just like, I'm good.
Do it sync with your phone. I mean,
Yeah,
it sync
yeah.
with
You
your
use
phone?
it. You fly with your phone. Well, yeah, you fly with your phone. Well, you put your phone on top. It got a controller. Like you just put your phone on there. So you can see where you flying at. So
hey, by the way, we doing a podcast, right? My wife know that. She know that, right?
I'm sure.
But she don't care. She'll be on her phone and like that's not picking up, right?
She on her Beyonce who run the world.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get Solange though. You know what I'm saying? I'll just shut up and let her talk
Yeah,
on
I'm
top
good.
of us.
I think we good because
Thanks,
ain't no
babes.
elevators in here.
Right? Yeah, ain't no elevator, so we good.
She out here taking people in the laundry room like, oh, you can catch these hands. No, but go like why you on there right? Yeah, I like those though. Like them right
Yeah,
there.
no,
But see,
it
that's
was
only
nice.
the 10.4. Go to type in what did I say? Linkwell or Phoenix, one of the two.
No, that was Phoenix right there. That's Phoenix Automotive. This is the one this is the link that you showed me.
Well, go. No, I'm just saying. Go to type in Phoenix
This right here, right?
12.1.
Bae, I can hear you very, very strong. Sorry, I mean no, it's fine, but I'm just saying I can hear you strong.
No, it ain't fine. No, I'm just saying.
What, vertical screen or large screen?
Yeah,
large
large.
screen forward.
It don't make a difference. So go to Google. I'ma just cause I don't know how to find it on here. Phoenix 12.1 or Linkwell. I think it's Linkswell. One of them.
Linkswell, that F-150 right there, the third
Just
one
type
down.
in 12 space
Linkswell.
12.1. Yeah, there you go. You don't even gotta put the brand. Just that thing is.
That bitch is humongous.
I told you.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
You said like 700.
Yeah, I
It's for 2019. This is humongous.
And that, yo.
Damn, that shit look futuristic, dog. Look
Hey.
at this, bro.
The crazy thing is, like, you know how most most screens you can't watch TV on.
Right.
But-
Well, you can. Well, it's a way around it. Man.
Yeah, it's a way
around.
but
And when I had my
This
dash,
right
whatever, it's the way
here,
around it.
you can watch full movies on that boy. Like all it is an iPad basically.
Yeah.
You can watch Netflix, Hulu, anything on there, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's full
That's what-
screen though.
and then that's
So
what I say,
the
649.
Phoenix one, the only thing about that one, because it's a Phoenix 12.12, the only thing is when you go to the Phoenix one, you can only watch at the top portion of it. But the Phoenix one is more customizable than this one.
And you got 2 gigs around. Or,
But look at that though,
32
like
gigs around, but-
it was 13
bit-
and they dropped it down to 650.
Right, 650. I'll try to wiggle that one. I'll be like, yo, look, man, this is a couponing thing right here. That's what I try to say. But she'd be like, $7 for what? I'll be like, yeah. I would
But like when we go on trips,
man, the first month I would, excuse me, the first month I would get my, I would probably sit in the car. I would just to get it to go. Like,
Bruh,
man, I would
look.
be, man, what?
when you get something like people don't understand when you get something new, man, you be wanting to use it all the time. Like I said, I've just been sitting in the house because I can start my car from my phone. I just sat in the house one time and just turned the car on just to see it turn on and just let it cut off by itself.
See, boy, you know, I mean, I'm so used to. I mean, you know, I'm used to, or not. I ain't have it recently, but I'm used to that. Like, you know, the slab I had. You know, I had that
See,
automatic shit and all that shit back.
This
in the
is
day.
the first car I've had with a remote start, period. I just always be like, man, you know what? I don't need it. I just run out, cut my car on, come back in. Nah. I'm setting timers like, hey, yo, cut on at
oh yeah,
5:50 a.m.
okay.
so I can give it a 10-minute warm up so I can leave at 6.
Yeah, 'cause I used to, because I had to, because I mean, like with mines, and then I had the windows rolled down. And
yeah.
you know,
I could do that too. I just ain't
shit
figured out
going,
how to do it yet. Like, I know you gotta press the lock button,
Yeah,
hold
you
it,
gotta
or
do
something
a-
crazy
a
like that.
double
Like,
tap. It probably like a double tap type
Yeah.
deal or something like that.
it's winter time. I'm cool. I don't need to do that right now.
Yeah,
But
'cause
spring,
yeah, like
I'm about to be all in.
hey, I used to forget. I used to forget to cut when I used to have speakers and all that stuff in there. I used to forget to
Cut them down.
cut it down when I go in,
It'd
like when
be
I go in the household the next. So when I
crazy
cut it
loud.
down in the morning, like get ready for PT and shit, like to go to to go on base or whatever and shit. That bitch just get to jamming. And you know where I live with the towns I lived at. You know what I'm saying? Like you know them houses like nigga like this, like sardines and shit. So that bitch smacking like homeboy. He was in the same battalion as me and shit. He like, man, dude, you wake me up every morning. I like, my bad, I be forgetting and shit. I'm like, I forget. he lived like 6-7 houses down and shit. So
Remember that though, like back in the day, we used to like love super loud music.
Right.
I feel like that's why my hearing's going now.
I'm partially deaf in my left
I
ear.
feel like my brain was rattled up back in the day because the decibels was way too high to be sitting in a car, man, for any human.
Well, yeah. I mean, like mine's with the 15s or whatever, but the Cuddy though.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that
saying?
was-
like with the
that
doors
was
and shit. Like yeah,
stupid.
that the Cuddies.
That was stupid.
That was loud pipes, big rims.
Yeah.
that was crazy. The Cuddy.
No. Yeah, so
But what about this? You were running this IPA. This was this India Pale Ale.
yeah, man.
12 ounces.
Columbus owned.
6.3. So
Not sponsored, but I mean, if y'all want to sponsor me, hey, no, probably not.
go on the camera with that.
Y'all can sponsor
Go on the camera with that.
Brews with that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. No, the crazy thing is my grandfather today, because I went and seen him earlier today, he's like, so what you about to be hauling around in that? I'm just like, my lawn care stuff. You ain't about to cut nobody's lawn. I'm like, how you going to tell me what I ain't going to do? He's like, because when you was young, you ain't never want to cut the grass over here. I was like, times change, man. I'm like, hey.
it's an investment.
Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy doing my yard, period.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I was
mean-
like, why not make a couple extra dollars on it, man?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't have a green thumb as far as to like doing
Like
doing the bed,
gardening
like
and
doing the
planting?
gardening and planting. But I take pride in cutting the grass, like
Mm-hmm.
cutting the grass or whatnot. Like even like when I have Dante or whatever, and I even say me myself, I want to say like, hey man, go cut the grass, but I'm like, man, if he ain't gonna do it right, then it's whatever. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
do it.
that.
Yeah,
That's you know what I'm saying. Like especially the like the back, I'll let him get the back. He can have the back. You know what I'm saying? Like with the front though, I'm like,
yeah,
nah,
because you
that
want it a
front,
certain
I
way
need
though.
that to pop
Like,
off, man.
it
Because
definitely
everybody on my or everybody in this cul-de-sac, they got fucking well, not all of them, but you know what I'm saying. Like they have people that they you know what I'm saying outsource
Yeah.
to and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if they cut grass and whatever, then it's like, oh shit, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, especially us, we was being the new people on the block at the
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit, I got to boom, boom. Then they getting their shit cut like 2-3 times a week and shit. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like so, but. Yeah, I mean, but no, cutting the grass though, and then got good with edging, and she'll come out if she available or whatever, and then she'll cut and then she'll edge, like do the edging and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's the lineup, and that's one of the best things I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like getting a haircut, and
So
if your lineup ain't good.
So
you know
let
what I
me
mean?
ask you: when you do the edging, do you use a weed whacker or do you use an edger?
I have a it's a I mean I guess it's a weed whacker.
The
Like
string
you can
trimmer
turn it. It's a string one. Yeah, you can turn it. It's a Ryobi.
to do it.
It's a
Okay,
Ryobi, but you can
turn it.
you
to
can
do
go
the
you can go sideways when you weed whacking, and then but it's just a little push
Turn
button,
vertical.
and boom, and it turn vertical, and then
Yeah.
boom. You know what I'm saying? Like and,
Okay.
so it's the brand is Ryobi. Like all
Yeah,
that
that's what
stuff
I
is
got.
I got
I
Ryobi.
just want to grab some because I mean I already have lawn equipment, but that was for personal use, and you know it was when I first bought the house, and it wasn't nothing too spectacular.
Right.
But now I went out. I just bought all new stuff, like so, lawnmower, edger, string trimmer. But I have yet to use the actual edger. I've never used one of those on my own.
I tried it. I tried it at the old house because my OG Uncle Cleo and shit. Like he let me use the one that where you can it got the wheel and shit and you go that one. But I fucking fucked the whole corner up with that one. Like, I didn't know how to use that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, the way I use it like I said, like the Ryobi joint and it's all battery power. It's not gas. These not gas ones. I'm gonna upgrade eventually. Like you said, like for home stuff, like
Hey,
I
no,
don't
but
mind it, but I mean it goes and helps out. But like when we was doing, when like me and Seb be doing, because you know he got the gas big boy, he
Yeah.
got the big boy, and then with the backpack blower and shit like that. So
See,
like
I got a
I should have
backpack blower,
bought
too.
but she was gonna let me do it too. She gave me. She said I could have did it, but I
oh, with the
I bought a regular, just like a 12-volt blower instead of getting the back. I should have got the backpack one. But so that's something that I'm investing in.
no, but
going
let me
forward.
not to like stop you or whatever, but the Ryobi they got a crazy deal. Well, they've had this deal for weeks.
Somewhere
I
at Home
believe.
Depot.
Yeah, cause you can get the edger and a string trimmer, and it's $189.
So well you do you have the joints where it's the
Attachments.
the attachment joint?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the under one, the one under that, but I said I was gonna go forward and get the because that's like the 18 volts. You know what I'm saying? Like those like the I think 18.
Well,
V
it's gas.
and shit like that. Oh yeah,
They're
yeah,
gas,
yeah,
too.
yeah, gas as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't have those. I just had the regular
Yeah.
like the home. I call it like just for like house purposes.
Yeah,
type
personal
deal. You know what I'm
use.
saying? Like personal use.
Yeah, okay.
Like when,
Oh no, the one that you okay, yeah, the one that I used the one time we was doing
Yeah.
treaters. That's
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Cause I'm going to if it's not too bad, maybe like in a couple of weeks though, I'm gonna clean my yard up too though, cause I got like a million trees in my yard, so I just got tired of raking those leaves up. It just seemed like I wasn't making nothing was changing. It seemed like the more leaves I raked,
no, that's
worse it looked actually.
well, that's my oh well. I don't rake leaves, dog. That's one thing I don't do. I don't rake
Who
leaves.
clean?
Like,
Y'all,
I
do you got
shovel and
trees?
do all that shit. No, we just got the one tree that's in the front, and then we have a tree that's like it's in the back, but it's like off in the cut, but it's not potentially our tree. I mean, it falls over our gate or whatever. So like,
But do
when the
y'all
leaves
get a lot
fall,
of
they go
leaves
there.
though?
I mean, it ain't terrible. Like it ain't like how some people like how my
Like how my yard
my
is?
one yeah like yours or how my at the corner or whatever. Like he get all the leaves that when the wind blow, that shit blow up towards, you know what I'm saying, towards his way, and then he real fickle with his shit. So he bringing the goddamn the Toro
Yeah.
lawnmower. So when he cut his grass and then or pick the leaves up or whatever, because it's like a, you know, you got that like that shred type of shit in there with that stuff. But
Yeah, that's one thing I do not. I like my yard because I already have 5 trees, and then my neighbors got trees, and then one of my neighbors, his yard isn't fenced in, mine is, so it seemed like everything blows and gets trapped in my yard. So it's like, because I think this year alone, I might have raked 4 or 5 times, and I still got a ton of leaves back there. Like, that's ridiculous. So
raking, I ain't.
yeah, it's
I don't do the
it don't even got to be warm. Once it stop raining and snowing, then I'm gonna clean my yard up though, cause it's getting close to that time though. I can't be out here pushing like, hey, I got my own lawn care business and my yard look crazy.
No, and that's one of the biggest reason why I do it do that's the that's the reason that at least the front, like I said, the front, yeah, you gotta pop, you know what I'm saying, because like people will come over, you know what I'm saying, people will come over, you know what I mean, and they like say if she has some company or whatever, and they, you know what I mean, they ask who, you know what I mean, like, or like do we have a lawn service or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but like I said, like, man, I throw the headphones in and, you know what I'm saying, throw a podcast on and keep it going, and
Yeah,
like I said,
dude.
I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Some days I take my time, or some days I blow by and get it done all the way through and through. You know what I mean?
But that's the one you want
But
to
it's
look at
all
right there.
depending
Though.
on. Yeah, this rare.
Yeah, because the other one to the right,
It's
I
the
don't
175.
understand.
This is 175, but yeah,
Oh.
see, I don't even got this one. I got the one under this one right here, and
Yeah,
that's
see,
this 160.
Yeah, that
But
one,
I want
the
the
one
pack,
in the
though.
middle right there. I'm
This right
like,
here.
why that one cost more? It's a battery. Like it's
Yeah.
electric.
This is a 40 volt.
Cause I'm just like, why would I pay that much for an electric one? And that battery, I think that battery only lasts like a half an hour.
Yeah, but no, but like said joint, like the one he got or whatever. Like it's not. It's the orange and white thing. Is
The
I forget the brand. Steel. Is it
Yeah,
STIHO?
Yep.
Yeah, I know he got that one, but yeah, I definitely right here this guy's backpack.
Yeah,
one.
that's the one I just got.
That's one. Okay.
Yeah. Still in the box. All my stuff's still in the box actually.
It'll make it back. I mean, like this they got it right now at $229.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
And then you get
you
your
gotta think,
veteran
you gotta think
discount.
you can get it. Yeah. Oh, them niggas be funky with that shit now, man.
Where?
I mean,
At
at
Home
Home
Depot?
Depot.
Cause
Because
you
we was
like,
about to fuck around and boycott them motherfuckers.
it
man.
ain't even. I don't.
I mean, I haven't been.
I don't
haven't been either.
understand why, because you can register as a
Yeah.
veteran online, and every time you use your
No, I mean
your
it
card
was
or-
it was good. We was good, or it was good for the for a while or whatever. But then like I went there one time and they like, oh well, you need this ID. So then I got the new ID or whatever and shit. Then it was something else that was like, oh, only for like just how the sneakers or how some of the stores do what they
shoes.
your dependents, a fucking retired whatever veteran, and then they dependent that never fucking served a day in life or whatever can get to get the perks, but you being a regular veteran, whether you're a war veteran or not a war veteran, and then they fucking, oh, we can't get that shit, is a fucking problem and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and like I'm trying to get. Just
I
trying to
can
scheme out. But at the same
honestly
time,
say like I've never like I mean I don't really use it that much. Like I'll use it at Home Depot and Lowe's, or if I buy my son's shoes or like Kids Foot Locker or Children's Place.
I mean,
Because my wife was like, "Don't we get a discount?" I was like, yeah, I forgot about that. And you know, because half the time I don't even show like my veteran ID. Like I'll show like my regular ID because I don't know how it got on there, but it got the little logo on my regular ID.
Oh no, I don't got that.
So
I don't think
I just
no,
show
I
it and then be like, oh, okay. Be like, oh, okay, cool. All right. I mean, it ain't never been a issue though. So.
No, I mean, I just always ask. I mean, shit, I've been doing this since. I mean, I've been doing like using the veterans joint since for a while, especially sneakers. Sneaker wise, like yo, no, that's the whole. No, that's the whole way of. I mean, not the whole way, but I mean, shit. I mean, hey man, like, what's wrong? Oh, charger. Oh, I mean, like sneaker wise, yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
use
that's.
that whether it's Nike, Foot Locker, or
Oh yeah, I
whatever.
know.
Like,
That's
and
what
getting that
you hit
shit.
me
Like,
onto it
yeah, I
though, because
know.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh really?
I mean,
Okay.
I was doing that even when we was in. When we was in, I was doing that.
Yo, I ain't
You know
know
what I'm
that.
saying? Oh yeah, no, I was getting yeah, I was getting those.
I
Like
never, I never knew that though.
yeah,
But
I was doing that at all the malls that we went to when I first figured it out, whatever. Because that's why I at that time, and like she hate this or whatever and shit. But I know at that time, I'm buying 3 or 4 sneakers at a time, or you know what I'm saying. We ain't got shit.
yeah.
We living on, you know what I'm saying, on Cam Johnson and all that shit.
Hmm.
So we ain't, so whatever come out, you know what
With
I'm saying.
no
Like
bills and
no
all the
bills and
money
shit.
in the
All you have is
world.
cell phone bill, whatever and shit. So you know what I'm saying, buying 4 sneakers at a time or 3 sneakers at a time and shit. You know what I'm saying. So
Let me ask you, did you ever get did you get your LLC yet?
no, I still got to figure out how to. I still have to. I guess
I,
we had to talk offline, and you show me how,
yeah,
or
it's
something about
super
that.
easy too. Like you don't have like to get
Well, what's the ticket on it? What's the ticket?
well to get your tax ID number is free.
Mm.
It don't cost anything, and you get it within like 5 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so I can show you how to do that. But you have to register with the state, and I think it's like $138.
Mm-hmm.
You pay that, but then annually, I think you pay like maybe $113 a year to. They file all your paperwork and keep you current.
Oh,
So,
okay.
which is cool. That ain't much. Definitely, that's what like
What if
$10 a month, maybe.
I mean, if you're going 12 months, $10, that's
Yeah.
120. So yeah, basically, yeah, so basically like $10 a month.
Yeah. So I just I had my I got my LLC in December, I think. December or November.
And then with the LLC, do would you have to if you know what would you have to what would you when you say you're doing taxes for the year, like would you have to do you incorporate that into your regular taxes, or that'll be like more of a business, like that'll be a different a business account,
right.
or like a quote business account,
Right, because you want to keep like I know my wife, if she ever see this, she probably about to be like, "Why are you even talking about this?" Because you don't know too much. But I'll tell you what I think I know. From my understanding, is you want to keep your personal and business separate.
It is
Okay, so
okay.
you want to
That's
okay,
my
cool.
account. So yeah,
Right.
There we go.
Appreciate that. So you want to
Thanks,
keep
babe.
that. That's why they recommend you to get a business account or a separate account, one for nothing but business
Right.
and everything else for personal. So right now I do have I didn't open up a per se business account, but I do have a separate account for business. Period.
And it's something that could be like not well, in a lack of better word or lack of better terms, or right off, because you so like some of the material, like the material that we was looking up or whatever, like that can be
Write-offs.
part of the that'd be write-offs for the business.
Everything,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
everything that you use for that business, if I'm not mistaken, can be a write off.
yeah,
But it
in
has to
a
be a
roundabout way.
justify. It has to be a legitimate
Justifiable. Yeah.
business expense.
Right.
Like you can't be like, oh, I used that cup over there. I'm about to write that off. Nah,
Right.
would you need a cup for in lawn care? Like,
Right.
but all your equipment, like say this truck I just bought, because I bought this specifically so I can do lawn care.
Right.
My I can write my payments off.
Mm-hmm.
I can write my mileage off.
Right.
Any modifications that I make to it, if I'm not mistaken, that directly affect the business, I can write those off.
Right. What's up, Mo?
Let me see. I mean, it's just so much stuff you can write off.
Yeah, no,
for.
because I mean, it's the same way. It's the same way with the food joint. Like my boss man and shit. Like if I do different, you know, like if I do different like tech work or whatever and shit. Like he, you know, what I'm saying, like yo, long as it's receiving and that, so he
Write
can
it
get his
off.
money back. You know what I'm saying, like so
Yeah.
he can get his money back, because it's a business expense. You know what I'm saying. So if I gotta record something, or if I have to retrieve something from an incident that happened or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like then that'd be tech work or IT work or whatever and stuff. Or if I'm fixing shit as far as that is as IT work, so he's able to. I type up a receipt, and then you know what I'm saying, like then he's able to get his shit back. You know what I'm saying, like instead of come out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it'd be right off, written off or whatnot. So no, I guess I understand this. I understand it a little bit. I ain't gonna say I understand it all the way
Well, I
through and
mean,
through.
I can
But
definitely, cause I got like I guess you could say a cheat sheet,
Right.
like for what you could write off though. Like
Mhm.
once we get done here, I can forward it over to you though,
No, that's
cause I
cool.
got it on my iPad, my phone. Like I keep a ton of that stuff just to see what you can write off.
Right.
And for you, like the mileage, would you could write your mileage off.
Man, I
It's
because
easy to track
we
too.
always been, yeah, we always, I know we was able to do that even back in the military days. You know what I'm saying? Like we was able to use, we could have did it or whatever, but it's like, do you? I mean, like,
Yeah.
do you want to go through the hassle of doing it or
Right. I
keeping
think
your
back then
receipts,
it was
keeping
just
your
like we
receipts and
had
shit?
so
You know
much
what I'm
money
saying?
coming in. It was just like,
Yeah. It's
I
like
ain't about
keeping
to do
receipts.
this.
Hey, relax.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah, keeping receipts. Relax. Oh, the same thing. 20.
So
All caps.
what I got is let me see. You know, no, I probably shouldn't be doing that, but it's an app I use. It's Mile IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time I get in a car and drive, it asks me is this personal or business. So you swipe left for personal, right for business. It's like the that's how you keep track of it, and it'll tell you like, hey, how much you could potentially earn for, or what the expense is for driving for business purposes. And just I'm gonna send you a link too on from YouTube. It's a lady, she break it down like shotgun style, like, hey, you know, you can use this, you can't use this, or this is what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Like I think, you know, she was phenomenal with that. Like that's where I got the little cheat sheet from. So she's like, hey, well, you know, you get annually you can give a customer up to $25 in a gift card per year. You can give $25 in gift cards per year.
Well, like a thank you for your
Like say you get
thank you
like
for your
five
business or
$5 gift
whatever.
cards. Like, oh,
Right.
thank you,
For doing da-da-da.
$25 or whatever. Then with your if you take a client out to eat, you know, discussing terms or whatever, you can write that off. Or, you know, every time you go give somebody a quote, that's a business expense because you're driving to give this person a quote. So even if
Going to said location.
right, you don't even have to do the work, but you know, hey,
That's part of the work though, because
right,
you
because right, it's a
trying to
business
get the
expense.
clientele or whatever.
So I'm just like, you know, I think that was pretty informative though. So and my wife, you know, she knows a lot about that stuff. So she was like, oh yeah, you could do this, you could do that, you could do that. So a lot of the stuff I just go right to the source, like, hey babe, you know, can I do this? Can I do this? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? And she was like, oh yeah, you could do this, or nah, you can't do that.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, well, man, my source is the same when it comes to certain stuff. Like the only thing I got going with that she come to me with is the sneakers or whatever and shit. Like, is this a good price as far as sneakers? But like when it comes to any business or any like tax or any business as far as matter, like I definitely go to her because she, you know, say like she hated I said it that way, but I say like I'm like, yo, I mean, even though that's my Wiz, my wife, you know what I'm saying, my lady, you know, shit like that, but I'm like you're my accountant, you know what I'm saying, you my
she's
personal
your
assistant, you know what I'm saying, you my
everything.
yeah, exactly, you know what I mean, like, and I hate to say it that way, but I think it's in a good way, but but I guess it don't sound right at times, I guess.
I mean, I agree with you on that. My wife's the same way though, because my wife be like, nah, I don't do that, or yeah, do this, or you should have did it this way. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Cause she handled the books. You know what I'm saying? She handled the books. So you know what I'm saying, like, if she handled the books, she handled the books. You know what I'm saying? So even if this shit get the popping that, you know what I'm saying, that we trying to go forward with, you know what I mean? Like if it get the popping, I mean, like she'll handle the books. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, like I said, I'm good with trying to make money or making money, but I'm not good with saving it or keeping it or whatever and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think I've gotten over the past couple of years. I think I've gotten a lot better at saving because, you know, normally I'll be like, all right, I get like a couple $100. I'm like, oh yeah, I saved a whole lot. Like, nah. But now, I feel like, I'm saving like thousands. So I'm just like, okay, cool. That's why I was just like, in one pop, I'm just like, I bought this, and this. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm not really hurting. So,
Right.
just learning how to budget better. So, I mean, it happens. It comes in time, though.
Well, I don't know. I'm still working on that, I guess. But like, I want to, because that's what I be wanting to do. Like, I want to get that. That'd be the thing. I be wanting to like purchase in quick demand, if that makes sense. Like in quick demand, like instead like she incorporates or teaches like put this up here, put this up here, put this up here, and then boom, in time, boom,
Yeah.
we got it. But like me, I'm a fucking kid. I want it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
I want it. I want it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get that. Hey, it's 800 or whatever and shit. I want to get that now instead of having to save 100 here or 100 there, 100 there, or whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
but that's
you know what
the
I mean?
way to do it,
But
though.
no,
Like,
I mean, she 100% right with the shit, but
yeah,
or you know,
'cause-
or it works out unless it's some type of, let's say in a perfect world it was some type of lump sum that you just have that to. I hate to say
yeah.
blow, but have that
Well,
to
see, even
utilize or whatnot.
even when
You
it's
know what I'm saying?
even when I do have like a lump sum, I still be like, okay, I know I can buy this, and this, and this, and this, but I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy this, that, and that. Like, I'm not gonna spend all of it, because then it's
Right.
like, okay, I'm back to square one. I'm like, I gotta go through the whole process again now.
Right.
So now I'll buy certain things, and then be like, okay, I still got a nice little bit left over, so let me just do that again, make that money back, and then I can spend a little bit
Right.
more.
Flip it or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like, well, and now, with the, just to go back to the lawn care thing, I was talking to Dink or whatever, and he was telling me, he's like, man, like, what if it doesn't work out? And I'm just like, well, even if it doesn't work out, all the equipment that I bought, I can use at home
It's
anyway.
simply used. Yeah. I mean, like, and even like last summer or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, even last summer. I mean, like, shit. I did your sister lawn. You know what I mean? Well, I did it because Said wasn't able to do it that particular day. So, I mean, I did her lawn and knocked that out. I mean, like that. I mean, that's something that's not going. I'm saying that's something that's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it pays for it pays for itself.
No.
Or it can pay for itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but I understood what he said, because he's looking at the market in Atlanta. Like, it's a lawn care service every other house basically.
right.
So it's oversaturated.
Yeah, and there, I mean, there. I'm saying, and down south is different. It's different there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
us in the city, and whether you in Columbus or I'm up here in Cleveland or whatever, like it's man, it's
always a
lawns
market.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's somewhere like yo, like dude, like it'll pay. I mean, I ain't saying your vehicle will pay for itself, but with the business thing and LLCs like that, so it probably will if you promoing and you doing how you starting off right now and doing that, like, because that should go. And then if you doing different services as far as like say you doing leaf collection, we was talking about leaves or whatever, like leaf collection, hauling if you want to do, you know what I'm saying, if you're doing
that
hauling,
too,
like
yep.
so it's so many avenues that you able to do that it will pay. You will be able to get a nice. You'll get a profit for what you're spending out. And
Yeah, I mean,
it'll
your
come back.
equipment,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like because I don't even spend a lot of money on the equipment.
right,
I feel like even if I make like say the whole season, I only make $1,500. I just already paid for my equipment.
right, and it'll come back.
Right.
And then,
So
like,
okay,
and-
cool. And then like I definitely do plan on expanding to do like different, not just strictly lawns. Like my wife was like, "Oh, why don't you do mulch? You got a pickup truck, do mulch." Like,
exactly.
okay, yeah, that is right. I can do mulch. That's easy. So I can do mulch. Then it's just like, okay, I got friends or whatever. They could do concrete. So I'm just like, that's another one. That right there could be the ticket right there. Like, because, hey, a lot of people be wanting to get concrete replaced or fixed, driveways poured, all types of stuff.
Like brick wise, or we talking about the other day. We was talking about like doing like a fire pit or like
fire
shit like that.
pits.
You know how to do that shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that's something that you did by yourself or whatever.
And that's why, I chose the name. Well, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't even choose a name. Again, like you said, your wife's your consultant. I asked my wife, I'm like, hey, what would be a good name for this business? She's like, Sharp Landscaping and Design. I'm like, I like that. It's got a nice ring to it. So that's not just strictly lawn care. That's landscaping, period. That could be lawn care, concrete, pruning, weeds, aeration. That could be anything.
That's I said. Thing was too. Like, I mean, I saw his when you showed me the thing you did for Sid.
The flyer.
The flyer, the flyer you did for him. I mean, like mine's is get off my lawn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. But get off my lawn, whatever. But because somebody asked if did I do mulching or do like the flower beds or whatever. But I didn't want to, cause we in the mix of like this year we're gonna do this. And we started like digging the old mulch out and stuff like that, but I don't want to offer something that I don't know how to do yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to say that. So going forward, you know what I mean? Like once we do it and that look good or whatever and stuff, and I don't even want to have her come out here or come out with me or whatever. But and sometimes she don't even mind because I'm like, because the biggest thing I'm like, if I'm cutting, then it's how we do at our house. Like if I'm cutting, you know what I'm saying? Like then she can be. You know what I'm saying? Weed whacking and or about I'm gonna start taking jokes as he getting older. You know what I'm saying? He'll be 6 this year. So like, but he know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like he can do the blower or whatever. Nah, I ain't saying the backpack blower, but the like the blower we have now. You know what I'm saying? He'll be able to like blow and stuff like that. So I'm trying to hopefully one day have it a family business, even with my daughter and stuff like that, because she older, she 10. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, like. Hopefully it'll go that way, but I think you'll be successful with it and shit. Is where, like I said, with the promo and just getting it out there, man. People go and then just having that client. Once you get that clientele, the clientele is there. You know what I'm saying? So you going so I believe you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Because for me, like I know I want to at least do it for at least 2 to 3 years, and then like I'll always keep the residential customers that I have though. Like I always keep those, but I do want to do commercial clients too though. Like, go to like small businesses. Like I know me personally, because I'm the only person doing it right now by myself. I know I wouldn't be able to handle doing, the residential customers that I do get and then commercial customers also, because that would just be too much. Because I still do have a full-time job.
Right.
Like, and when you do commercial, it's just like, hey, I need this done, and you got to get it done.
With the commercial joint, what makes it better, with the commercial joint is set. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be every Friday. Or, you know what I mean, it's going to be every Friday or whatever, and it's no different from another thing you can do if you ever thought about it or whatever and shit. Snow plowing, you know what I'm saying? Like if you was to get a plow or whatever.
I thought about that, but
so now you can do it 4 seasons or kind of like, or at least 2 seasons, or basically all year round. So when it's snow time, boom boom. Then when it's when it's
but see like you can like
so it's so many things how to wiggle the shit. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
I figured it out because like. In the warmer months, you can do lawn care.
Right.
You can do all the aspects of that. But then, like, when it starts getting colder, fall, leaves.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I said. Leave.
Man, picking up leaves is expensive. So, I'm just like, okay, cool. All right, hey, people charging this, I can charge this. Why not? Why would you not want the cheaper rate? And I'm doing the same service, though. So, then with that, winter, like, snow plowing. Me personally, I probably wouldn't get a plow because I wouldn't want to do commercial businesses or whatever, like commercial stuff. Like I would probably do residential.
Blower?
Snow plow.
Oh, yeah.
But again, in Columbus, it doesn't snow like that.
Right.
Like I don't even think we got that much snow at all. I mean even here.
We haven't got much. Yeah, we haven't got much here.
So,
this particular year or the last couple of years.
In retrospect, though, like it's different things that you can do, to make money in a lawn care business, though. But I mean, I'm just at this point, I I want to start, like, because this is about to be my first year doing it. You know, like, I know the type of work that I do, because in my own yard, I'll spend hours in my yard, and my yard isn't even that big though. Like,
Right.
so I just want, I want things just so, you know, like, okay, nah, this isn't looking right. Okay, let me go back and hit this again, or let me do this, or let me do this. So, I mean, just residential stuff that's what I'm focused on this year. You know, just at least getting some clientele
Yeah,
though.
and then
Like, cause I got a couple people who reached out to me like, hey, you know, like in March, I want you to come and give me an estimate or whatever. You know, like, hey, I potentially want you to, you know, do my yard. One of my homeboys, he's like, hey, I got some properties, you know, like, hey, just you can take care of those for me. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, just people was like, all right,
yeah,
you know,
and it was some like this past year. It was some that I had to decline because I'm like it's too big. It was too big, and it was residential or whatever. But it's too big,
to push.
or like it's too big to push. I mean like it'll take me fucking, but it wouldn't be worth the currency that would be quoted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like if once again like if I'm with said or whatever and shit,
it
then
makes sense.
it kind of work a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then we split in half seas, or
Yeah,
I give
okay.
him more because you know what I'm saying he hauling his truck and all that shit, and I'm you know what I mean like
Mm-hmm.
even though I'm kind of basically this middleman and whatever. So you know what I'm saying? So but I give him more of the portion or whatever because you know what I'm saying I'm using we using his shit, and then
Mm-hmm.
you know we had to talk before. Well, I did somebody yard, or we did somebody yard, and he was you know what I'm saying like because I be trying to quote it, but I couldn't get in touch with him at the time, or whatever, because I ain't know that it was as big as it was. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? As big as it was, because that bitch was like it was big. It was bigger than Treacher's. You know what I'm saying? Like this particular yard that we did. But yeah, I mean it's just knowing what the quote is and what the price is or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, like ain't about lowballing, but even what you doing your quote, you'll have it to where it's worth your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially if you push it. You know
cause
what I'm saying? If it's worth your
and you know
time. You know what I'm
what?
saying?
Like, it's a couple people that I you know looked at and follow on YouTube,
Yeah,
and
I
they're
got a couple
extremely
ones.
successful, and they
Yeah,
tell you like, man, you know, don't look at it like, don't look at your prices as being too much. Just offer the price what you think your work is
your
worth.
work. Yeah, yeah,
Because you know, a lot of people I've looked into it in where I'm at. I won't say it exactly, but you know, for residential areas, they're charging like between $75 and $100,
mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, man, that's a whole lot. I'm like, you know, like I can definitely just be like, okay, 50, $60. Hey, I'm in there. Like I feel like I'll be like, oh, okay, that's a great price.
But
And then you have to look at it as far as square footage too. Like, cause my I got a flyer now that I'm about to start passing out here within the next week or two. Is like, okay, I have a basic service, which is $50,
right,
and I have a premium package, which is $200. So the basic service gets you maybe let's see, you get a cut, the edge, and I'll blow the grass. The premium service is like I'm pruning, cutting, blowing,
right,
edging, cleanup. You know, if you mulch, if you need that, hey, I'm doing a lot of that.
and that,
Maybe not mulch. I probably, and that's only like a start off,
right.
and I feel like that's up to 1,200 square feet. So I don't want to be like, okay, this, like, you go to a restaurant, they be like, okay, this meal right here is $5. This meal right here is $7. This, you know, I don't want to do that. Like, okay, this is starting off, but you can add to that.
Yeah,
You know, I
a
want
la
to say
carte.
like this is the minimum, but that $200 premium isn't the maximum. Like if you want, that is just a certain amount.
It'd be a la carte basically. It's like
Basically,
a la
yeah.
carte, and then like, but and with that price gap, or not the price gap, but with the pricing, what and this is something that Cedric, you know, said like that he explained to me. Um, he was like, "Yo, you got to think about your wear and tear of your. You got to think about the wear and tear of your material that you're using,
Mm-hmm.
or even getting the material, whether it's gas, the traveling, this that and that. So that's all incorporated in. Like think about some of these barbers, and I'm gonna have a barber. I'm gonna have a couple barbers on here soon because I still want to ask these questions because
Damn,
I still
hey,
feel it's
it's
a
a
little
good
different and
one.
shit. But like it and I mean I don't know their industry or whatever, but it'd be I mean I did my research, but anyway. But what I'm trying to incorporate as far as the barber side, you know what I'm saying, like they go up they went up or whatever, so it's $30 for a fucking lineup or whatever, or you charging 15 for a fucking 5-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, or cause they're
Yeah,
like, well, we gotta get the material, we gotta redo this and that. Like,
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
that's a great
am I,
way of
but I
looking at it
mean,
too.
but it is what it is. Like, I mean, like, no different from Danny. You know what I'm saying? From Danny or
Yeah,
any of the guys
that's
that
a
went.
good
You know what
person
I'm
you
saying?
should
Like,
have
so
on too
no,
to
no,
talk about
I
that.
know.
Yeah,
We've been in contact. I bet you know what I'm saying. I done talked to Danny. We've been in contact. I'm gonna have a forum. I'm gonna have a barbershop forum because I go to an old school barbershop,
hmm
and you know, it's like they still stick to the script, and you know what I mean, and whatnot. But stick to the old school script. You know what I'm saying, like they don't do like the schedulings or this that, and that. You know what I'm saying. You know, nowadays like now you got
book
to
me.
schedule, book me.
Yeah,
It's an extra 10 if I ask you, can I get in? You know what I'm saying, whatever and stuff
yeah.
like that. So these are questions that I have for these gentlemen or ladies for that matter
hmm
to do it. So I mean, like that's gonna be a good one once I'm able to schedule that for whoever I have over or whatnot.
All right,
Um,
wait. I gotta use it.
oh yeah, go ahead. Oh, we can pause it.
Yeah, let's
All right,
pause this.
pause this for the calls. Be right back. Hold on. Doo doo.